Hello everyone, welcome on in. Hopefully my mic is actually picking up and is not lying to me. Funnily enough, Rickstress, that was actually on last time. No one noticed. Right, let us jump on in to some Langrisser II. I'm going to apologise now. I have got a slight cough that is coming up every so often. Yes, you have CPC. I don't know what you're talking about. It's always been on. So, right. Yeah, so we're going to jump into Goddess of Light. Okie dokie. I apologise again, I've got a slight cough. I'm trying as much as I can not to cough into the microphone. Yes, I didn't realise that it wasn't in English, because I could have sworn it was the last time. But the other thing I will mention is I have stolen something from Cass. Or at least an idea from Cass. So I was in a local hobby store recently. They had some things going very cheap. So I grabbed a whole load. So there is a couple of choices. We have got trading cards. What they are is Final Fantasy trading cards. Not the Magic the Gathering ones, the official TCG. And I have two different sets of packs because they were going dirt cheap. So we have 10 packs of these, which are the Final Fantasy 13, and we have an entire box of these, which, there we go, now it's not. These are the Final Fantasy VII Gunslinger in the Abyss packs. So, for the purposes of subscriptions, large donations, anything like that, we will open a pack of your choice. You can either have a 13 or a 7, basically. While resupplying your resources, you are ambushed by an enemy. We counterattack. Which of the winds do you enjoy the most? Ocean breeze. In battle, which strategy will you most often employ to your army? Follow my lead. An ally squad has been surrounded, but yours is also in danger. What order will you give? We aid our allies. What makes one a hero? Bravery. What is the most important trait to have on the battlefield? Tactical genius. What would your ideal squad be like? Elite few. Lastly, what do you fight for? For glory, for my home, for my loved ones. We fight for home. And I assume what that has just done is given me my base stats. No, we don't want easy start. Come on. Right, let us... It is an era where ceaseless conflict burns across the entire continent without an end in sight. A young traveller named Elwyn is on the road accompanied by his friend, a mage in training named Hein, whom he met in his travels. After passing through a small town in Salrath, Hein suggests they stay in an inn there, as it is the village where he grew up. Hein remarks that it is so peaceful there, war could almost be forgotten. But that reverie is promptly interrupted by the fearsome Rhaegar Empire, who are looking for a girl named Lyanna. Elwyn and Hein rush to where she lives on the outskirts of the town to save her. So, story tree. Prologue. But yes, so we do now have trading cards. As I say, large donation, dropping some subs, dropping your own sub, any of the above will give you the choice of either opening a Vincent set or a Lightning set. Yeah, I've got 10 of one and 18 of the other, so... Okay, so I have infantry and a warlock, okay. The shop's going to be of no particular use to me right now. But yeah, so we'll deploy. Yeah, so as I say, for donations, for subs, because everything that hits this channel gets donated anyway, so we now have some rewards for you all. Right, recruit mercenaries. Take 4 soldiers, and we'll take 4 monks. Okay, so we've got villagers in the centre, troops in basically every direction, treasure up there, treasure down there. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one to do. So, let's start the battle. Boldo.
どうしたんだヘイ。村外れにレイガルド帝国の兵隊が攻め込んできたんだ。村外れに？確かその辺りはヘインの幼馴染が住んでいるって言ってた場所じゃないのか。そうなんだよ。だから急がないとリアナが危ないんだ。
Should have switched them really. But Boldo defeated, all enemies defeated. Elwyn's defeated, Boldo escapes. So, standard, or at least standard for this game. We've got our sets of troops. And keep our sorcerer safe. I did take a look earlier to make sure, or to work out whether or not we are dealing with permadeath. We are not, so. But what we do have is what was I saying? I can't remember now. You can forbid it all you like, but you have a guy on your side called Boldo. He is not going to do that. Ah, we got some more men coming. Right, let's get round to there. You go and pick up that. Right, what? Ghost arrow. Sharpen and heal. Ah. Too far away to actually do. That's fine. Let's just. This is going badly. Right, that's my turn done. Yep, not gonna move to. You're not gonna move to help me, no. Told you, don't bring a guy called Boldo with you if you want order to your. But it's like, please hold. That was not a good. No, I knew I should have switched the round, but. Yeah. There is part of me that is tempted just to lose and redo the fight.
なめた真似しやがって。我らを敵にしたのがパイク兵を連れていようと我々清流騎士団はひるみをしない。面白い、やってみやがれ。
リデル、さすがに手強いわ。漁師様が来るまで部隊を突出させず戦いましょう。
Yeah, it's one of those things of, if it were a situation where I could have gotten...
リデル、死んじゃいや。私たち約束したじゃない。
This battle's going well.
いつまでも一緒にいるって。リデル、ひどい。もうたくさんよ。これ以上村の人には手を出さないで。
言ったはずだ。歯向かう者は切る。
そんな。自警団の皆さん、お願いです。帝国の人たちに逆らわないでください。私が帝都に行けば済むことなのです。私は戦います。愛する人を奪った人たちを許すわけにはいきません。
愚かな。
Right, you move back. See if we can bring down this commander. But yeah, if you want to see cards, Cass, you know what to do. And no, that is not an invitation. I am a pumpkin. Or Rixtrus can do that. So the question is, Lightning or Vincent? Lightning, lightning it is. He is the edgiest of edgelords, but lightning is the choice. Yeah, so once we either win or lose this battle, we will open up this pack of cards. It still maintains the mechanic of you level up, you get all your health back. So yeah, now becomes the question of, can we take down Boldo without dying? Yeah, the funny thing is we have actually got another pack of cards because it was my partner that found that this local hobby shop was doing the cards dirt cheap. So she's actually got a pack of the she's got the box of the what are they called? Brain. The Eris and Zack packs. Yeah, Pinky and the Brain, or as they are known in French, Cortex and Minus. Okay, so it looks like the militia are going to be fine taking out what we've got left here. They do not have any dirt cheap Disney, unfortunately, otherwise I would have picked them up for you. Focus our attacks on Boldo. Yeah, if Boldo is surrounded by his troops, I can't focus attacks on him, can I? Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get massacred here, and I need to I'll need to redo the fight. Also, it doesn't help when Liana moves into the only free slot I had that I could have attacked Boldo from. Yeah, I mean, I know I was off to a bad start when I lost my support character straight away, but... Oh, there goes the militia. Yeah, I am not succeeding at this. Yeah, no, there's only one place on the island that does Lorcana cards. Well, actually, there's probably two, but both of them are going to be more expensive. Also, don't forget, you need to book your ticket to the Odeon. Yeah, there we go. Failed. Fair enough. Game over! Right, before we go back into that, so we will go back into it in a second, but first, full screen, pack of cards. Let's see what we get. So, we have a character called Vice from Dissidia. We have Jack from Type 0. We have the Dancer from 11. We have Soldier Candidate from 7. We have a knight from 5. We have an Apkalu from 13-2. We have Dr. Mog from Final Fantasy, just generally. We have a Cat Sith. It is Galuf, yeah. But specifically it's the Knight class for Galuf. This is... Ooh, Leviathan. From Final Fantasy Legends 2. Yeah, it's catchy if you're pronouncing it the Gaelic way. It's Kate Sith if you're pronouncing it any other way. This is the Black Widow from Dirge of Cerberus, apparently. And the last 2 cards. We have Lightning from 13. We got the card that is on the front of the packs. See? It's the exact same one that's on the front of the packs. And then final card. Nice and shiny. I think. Is it? Yeah, semi-shiny. It is Noelle from Final Fantasy 13-2. Yes, it may also be the designer's pillow. But there we go. Thank you, Rixtrus, for opening the inaugural pack. Let us switch back to the game and deploy. Right, we'll be a bit smarter about this time. On the plus side, it's already given us the items, so we don't have to do those again. Oh, I can't actually change the positions. Okay, that's fine. Let's just recruit the mercenaries that we need. And just be a bit smarter about how we approach this. So we can fast forward this because we've seen it once. We don't need to see it again. Right, we're going to do the same thing again, but we're not going to engage using our mages. We will use our magic, but we're not going to engage. In terms of these guys, we're also going to bring these across, and we're going to engage with them instead. As I say, because we don't need to pick up the items, because the game has already acknowledged that we've got them. Yeah, we can be a little bit smarter about how we approach it. Right, there we go, and then in come the militia. Right, my turn. So we could sharpen, or I could ghost arrow that guy. Let's ghost arrow that guy. 41's not bad. We've also kept our levels from from our first attempt, so that's helpful. Okay, monks we can engage with. We don't need to worry too much about their health. We just need to keep... I want to say Erwin, but it's not. It's Hein. I don't know why he just seems like an Erwin to me. I think it might be because our name is Elwin, but... Boldo breaks the orders. Right. Magic. Do sharpen there. Boost all of their attack power. Yeah, I don't know about where you are, Cass, but it was a little chilly today here. Yeah, I know that quite a bit of England has had snow today. Yeah, it's going to be chilly, Rix. Yeah, February's generally a cold month. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Pack layers is my advice. Now, why would you bring warm wear?
そうね私たちで何とかしましょう
この村は俺が守る。
I would advise bringing a scarf. Yeah, but what if Cass needs a scarf? Then one of you has to go without a scarf. And that's just madness. Bloody right, El. Oh, come on. Right, come on. Let's take these soldiers out. Come on, let's bring down this Imperial officer.
世の中まだまだ知らないことだらけだよ。レオン様、すみません。
Yeah, blood is on your hands. Stand by there. If I can, I want to see if I can take out Boldo before Evanice dies. Or Evans. I don't know how. I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Not a real word. No, is it Evans? Like she's Welsh?
なかなかやるな。だが、どこまで戦えるかな。清流騎士団を甘く見るなよ。
Yeah. One thing I do need to do is put my save onto... essentially onto the cloud, so that I can replay the first one off stream, because that was my initial plan.
そこまでだ。
お願い、私のことは気にせず逃げて。私の
Was to see if I could get some of the other endings, and then I promptly forgot, because my brain is terrible. Yeah, because I was going to try and get some of the other endings in the first one, and see what the other like storylines were like and all that jazz.
今助けるぞ。
お願い、逃げて。
To be fair, mate, it does sound like she doesn't want us here. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, we should listen to her. So, Evans is dead.
やばいよエルヴィン。このままじゃリアナがさらわれちゃうよ。よし、バルドーとかいう指揮官に集中攻撃をしよう。
なんだ貴様は。死にたくなきゃ。
Yeah, yeah. Make your vague threats. Come on, just need to stay alive for another turn. Success! Right. Ghost Arrow won't hit him, but we'll hit there, so let's do that. Right, so that's the important one down.
勉強した甲斐があったかな。
Because that nearly opens up a pathway for me to get to him. You're gonna die, but your sacrifice will be worth it. Yeah, attack there. translated her name literally, so it's Evansie. Or Evanse, even. Yeah. Either way, it's a nonsensical pronunciation. Closer to heavens. Okay. Yeah, that makes a modicum of sense, I guess. Yeah. This, I also want to say, is the... yeah, so this is the original version of the music, as opposed to the... This is the modern version. And we are currently using the remaster version of the graphics as well. Right, Heavens is probably not surviving this, but that's fine, unless she... she might. Doesn't seem likely, but she might. I'm aware it's medieval fantasy, and I also have a terrible name, or a terrible habit of naming characters poorly. They both did chip damage to each other there. Come on, Evans. That's it, Evans. Sharpen those. Do we continue the... yeah, let's do it. Chip damage battle, let's go. Who's going to need the experience more? Level 4, both level 4, so... Let's attack with that one there. Just basically guaranteeing whoever gets the next hit the kill. Let's see if I can knock this down a little bit more. Yeah, we'll get the kill with Elwyn. Hmm.
帝国の騎士団を追い払いましょう。漁師様の軍だ。敵の援軍です。分が悪いな。仕方がない。引くぞ。はっ。リアラ殿。またお迎えに参ります。
Scenario clear.
なんとか終わったな。
助けていただいてありがとうございます。私は光の神殿の巫女リアナと申します。あなたの名前を教えていただけませんか？
俺の名はエルヴィン。当てのない旅をしている。偶然この村に滞在している時でよかったよ。
エルヴィン様、本当にありがとうございました。なんとお礼を申し上げればよいのか。
You could put a shirt on.
そんなかしこまらないでほしい。それより怪我は？
大丈夫です。
No one needs to see all that skin.
俺は大丈夫だ。それよりエルヴィン様っていうのは照れくさいな。エルヴィンでいいよ。
それなら私もリアナと呼んでください。
さすがエルヴィン、かっこよかったよ。
ヘインも助けてくれてありがとう。
リアナが無事でよかったよ。
皆さん怪我はありませんかな。一度は退けたとはいえ、いつまたあの者どもが戻ってくるとも限りません。とりあえずサルラスにある私の屋敷へ避難しましょう。
ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。それなら早く出発しようよ。暗くなってきたし、おいらお腹も空いてきたしさ。
もうヘインたらそろそろ出発しましょう。
では屋敷へご案内します。
エルヴィン、
リアナ、
眠れないの？
ああ。
私もなの。戦いなんて初めてだったから。でもね、私嬉しかった。エルヴィンが私を守ってくれたから、とっても嬉しかったの。ありがとうエルヴィン。
Oh, also, Rix, you might want to check because I don't know if you get it for subbing with Prime or not, but you might have 3 months of Nitro for using a sub. Okay. Ooh, we have an extra person. Do we want a Buster Sword? That's the question. I mean, yes, but also Right. That would also explain why Hein got his butt kicked incredibly quickly there. Because apparently he didn't have any equipment at all. Right, let's drop a save. After saving Lyanna from the Empire's clutches, Elwyn and Hein head to the mansion of the Duke of Salrath, Lauren, who offers them his support. However, because of Salrath's limited resources, he is unable to guarantee Lyanna's safety. To ensure the Empire cannot capture her in the future, they decide to take Lyanna, the Priestess of Light, to the Temple of Light in Estol. In the morning, they depart. Right. Yeah, we got some time. We'll take a shot at doing Chapter 2, Departure. Right, so item over there, okie dokie. Enemy troops down there. Let's recruit some mercs. That is not what I meant to do. Do I want spears or lancers? Nah, we'll take lancers. Can I change positions? Yes, I can. Yeah, that's better. Commence battle.
力になれず申し訳ない。リアナ殿を守ろうにも、あの帝国が相手とあっては、一地方の領主でしかない私には不可能だろう。それにしても、まさかこの前の襲撃がリアナ殿個人を狙ったものだったとは。
帝国がリアナさんを狙うのは何か特別な目的があるからだと思います。最近の帝国は各地に侵略を行っていますから、おそらく軍事的な理由でリアナさんを狙っているんじゃないかと。
同感だ。だがエストールにある光の大神殿は帝国も簡単には手が出せない。場所が場所だけに不可侵とされていることもある。
そうだね。それにあそこなら強い神官戦士もいっぱいいるしね。
ごめんなさい、私のために。
遠慮なんかしなくていいよ。エストールまでは遠いし、リアの一人じゃ危ないからね。そうだな。それにどうせ俺も当てのない旅を続けていただけだ。気にすることはないさ。
ありがとうみんな。
では父上、行ってまいります。
せっかくの機会だ。見聞を広め、しっかり修行してきなさい。ではエルウィン殿、リアナ殿を頼みましたぞ。スコットも気をつけてな。
はい、父上。よし、じゃあそろそろ出発しよう。
そこにいるのは何者だ。
そこまでだ。それ以上は進ませないぞ。清流騎士団か。
Blue Dragon Knights.
リアナ殿は我々清流騎士団が預かる。邪魔をすれば命はないものと思え。
リアナ、奴らの言うことなんか聞く必要ないよ。ヘインさんの言う通りです。帝国軍の言いなりになる必要はありません。
そういうことだ。それにここは私の治める領地だ。帝国軍の好きにはさせんぞ。早々に立ち去られよ。
ほう、我らに逆らうというのか。ならば力で奪うのみ。
ここは私が食い止める。君たちは北へ。エストールの光の大神殿へ向かってくれ。私の心配はいらん。さあ、時間がない。急ぐのだ。
領主は私が引き受ける。お前たちは娘を捕らえろ。リアナを守らないと。
Okay, so we need to get Liana up to there. Send her with an escort. Hein will escort her.
お願いヘイ。みんな前線で戦っているから私がいると邪魔になるの。
じゃあしっかり頼むぞヘイ。もちろんバッチリ守ってみせるよ。残念ながら今の私たちには清流騎士団と戦えるだけの力はありません。ここは父に任せ、急いでエストールに向かいましょう。
Right, first things first, we go like so. Just create a defensive block. To stop them moving too far.
邪魔はさせないぞ。
Because we can guarantee, because we've played one of these games before, that something is going to cause issues. Yeah, so it's either defeat all enemies or Liana escapes, so...
奴らを返り討ちにするぞ。負けるわけにはいかんのだ。
So, I moved to make sure that you were in a safer position. And you run headfirst into the enemy. You run headfirst into the enemy and you leave a gap in the line.
領主殿、どうあっても我々の邪魔をする気か。
何を企んでおるかは知らぬが、お前たちの思い通りにはさせん。
バカな。我々に歯向かうというのか。命を落とすぞ。
私とて一度は剣の道を極めた者。清流騎士が相手といえども、そうそう簡単には負けはせぬ。
レオン様、大変です。レオン様、国境付近の村でモンスターの群れが暴れており、村に
there we go.
なんだと。見過ごすわけにもいかんな。だがここの兵は避けん。よし、レアード、ここの指揮は任せる。私は村へ向かう。
And there goes Leon.
レオン様はお一人で行かれるのですか。モンスターごとき私一人で十分だ。あとは頼んだぞ。はっ、その首もらった。
邪魔だ。ザクどもはさっさとして。
Yeah, it's one of those things of... I somewhat know enough about this game from having played the first one to know that we're going to end up having to deal with enemies appearing out of nowhere. Because that's exactly what happened in the first game. But we will deal with that once we get back control. Because at the moment we're just waiting for the enemy to take their turn. Right. Right. So, first things first. These guys up that way. Attack there. Let's see if we can bring down some of these soldiers. It's funny. This music sort of sounds like it should be, or at least the kind of woodwind instrumentation sounds like it should actually be in a Donkey Kong game. At least to me, anyway. It might just be my dodgy ears, but... Drop that back behind there. Everyone's taking their move, so end phase. Come on, bring the officer down. Get their troops off the field. No, we now have Laird's troops coming at me instead of the... Yeah, I don't think me dying is a fail state, but...
そうだ。ヘインさんはアタックが使えますか？アタックを使うと傭兵の攻撃力を一時上げることができますよ。へえ、そうなんだ。攻撃補助魔法ってバカにできないんだ。
Attack boosting spells, you say? That would be instant death. Right, come on. Okay, so me dying is a fail state. Okay. That basis then. Scott, get down there. There we go.
不平か。ここで立ち止まるわけにもいかない。ディアナを守りながら一気に突破するぞ。
Right. Hey Weedy, how are you? I'm okay, I'm doing my usual. Playing, as Polly would put it, weird games.
私の領地を荒らす者を許すわけにはいかん。
面白い。ならば死んでもらおう。
Yeah, doing chess. That's essentially what I'm doing. Yeah, it's one of those. I'm slowly getting back into doing this, so it's not as often as I was previously, but right. Yeah, I will say, if I am technically playing chess, I'm playing chess very poorly. Come on, please get that extra one from somewhere. Hey, there we go. Imperial officer down.
この私がお前らごときに負けるとは。
Wonder if I could bait someone out with that. Right, let's sharpen. Stand by there. Ah, brilliant. That's what we wanted. Yeah, we want these guys to come across and help us with these horsemen, because we do not have the strength to fight them. That's it, throw your lancers at the spearmen. Yeah, because that's realistically what I should have brought. I should have brought spearmen with me. Okay, officer is there, so we can bring that officer down. That's not probably quite easily. Bring you around there. Would an attack there. It wouldn't be enough to bring that down. But move that to there. Heal, then heal there. Attack there. Because theoretically Leard should go down next turn, which will take that out as well. Free these to come up this way to help, to assist up here, so that's fine. Move to there. Magic, Ghost Arrow. $53. Okay, so I can actually get him around the side, so let's move that guy to there. This should bring the Imperial officer down to death. Even better. I was hoping just to bring him down to like 1, but death is even better. In that case, this guy can come down this way then, to help secure up the back line. We've got a thing over there, and we've still got that there. That's fine. Yeah, I can't do anything, so just stand by and we'll end phase. Do not... I was going to say, do not die, Lauren, because I need your spearman.
あとは任せたぞ。
よし娘を追うぞ。首もらった。
Yep, that's absolutely fine. You can feel free to focus on them all you like. Yeah, bring that down. Yes, Scott might get taken down, but he'll at least be full health, so he might survive. And then we run away. Stand by there. Sharpen those. Gonna take a hit, but it's fine. You go that way. Right, so they can't get to Liana. We should be able to take out the Imperial officer next turn. Right. Right, sacrifice this guy here in the hopes of doing some damage. Hopefully that should have been enough for me to... It's not quite. It's irritating. You keep heading for that. You go to there. Come on. Oh, 11. Does mean, however, I can take him down next turn, so that's fine. Scott, I just need you to survive one. Perfect. So I can ghost arrow him from here. That's him down. Healed there, and there go all of their soldiers. Got a rosary. Into the woods. Probably going to lose Scott here, but that's fine. Right, Liana, move. Stop slugging, they're getting away. Oh, god damn it. Hey, finally we get some support. So he brought berserkers and soldiers with him. To fight spears. Not great choice, but better than nothing. Please try not to get yourself killed in the first turn. Damn it. Can't get far enough to get that. I can move far enough to get her in. That's going to have to be it. So I lose out on an item, but I can always come back and get that item. That's not a problem. We made it!
よしこのまま一気にエストールへ向かうぞはい知らない撤退だ
帝国軍が撤退していく。
この待ちやがれ。俺の用は済んじゃいないぜ。逃げ足の速い奴らだ。
ありがとう
It's what they always do. They run away.
俺の名はエルヴィンあなたは
どうだ。それにしてもお前ら帝国の奴らに狙われるなんて一体何をやらかしたんだ。
なぜ狙われるのか俺たちにもわからないんだ帝国がリアナ彼女を何かの目的で連れ去ろうとしていることぐらいしか
まあどうせ俺には関係のねえことだ。詳しく説明する必要はねえ。それより急いだ方がいいんじゃねえのか。また奴らが追ってくると厄介だぜ。
そうですねとにかく急ぎましょう
どこへ行く気だ。エストール方向だったら同じ方向だから俺もついてってやるぜ。お前らの戦い方は危なっかしくて見てらんねえからな。
心強いよよろしく頼むところでリアナさんは帝国に狙われる心当たりはないのですか
ええ、ありません。
とにかく急ごう帝国軍がまた襲ってくるかもしれないからな
道中気をつけてな。
はい
Yes, so because he died, he doesn't get anything in terms of the... Do a class change. So, do we want to become a Lord or a Silver Knight? I think we go Lord.
これでもっと戦える
Go Sorcerer.
エルヴィンもっとオイラを頼ってよ
And we will put Scott down the Silver Knight path.
身につけなくては
Which means everybody has gained some extra spells. Everyone has gained some extra mercenaries. We'll grab that. Then we'll keep Guardian Blade. And we'll give our Sorcerer the Rosary. Grab 2 great swords. Right, so that is that all set. Yeah, actually, I think the large shields actually suit him better at the moment. Okay. Let's drop a save. Temple of Light. So, thank you all for joining me. I might stream again this week, or which will probably be at the weekend if I do. If not, then it will probably be... what I might do is finish off recording 1000X Resist, and then I can start releasing that. So that you guys can see the end of that game as well. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I don't think are going to raid out. Because... yeah. I've got Frankie Plays is on, Green Tea is on, Chicken Time is on, but I think I'm going to just leave it there for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that my cough wasn't too irritating. And yeah, we've had the first pack of cards that's been opened. So, thank you, Rickstress, for the Prime subscription, which opened up our first pack. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.